And it's a little bit fresher out there this morning, but after a grey and wet day yesterday, a lot brighter for many of you today. Some sunshine around, just a few showers. I'll tell you where those will be with your forecast here on Breakfast.
And there is a clue from the image behind him, Matt, yesterday.
Oh, wasn't it grim?
It was grim, yeah, it was really
no other way
grim.
to describe it, yes.
Yeah.
Wet, grey, dark, gloomy, and for some there's a little bit of flooding around too. This was southwest Wales yesterday afternoon, where we saw flooded roads, well over 100 millimetres of rain in some spots in the hills as well. Still a few impacts from yesterday's rain ongoing this morning. There are flood warnings in force across parts of northern England, Wales and the southwest especially. All the latest details on the BBC Weather website. Today, though, thankfully, a little bit drier and brighter across much of the country. Pretty wet day for many yesterday. It was the meteorological start of winter. Very good morning to you. And that followed a pretty wet autumn. You'd be unsurprised to learn. Met Office revealed all the stats from autumn yesterday. Not only was it mild, but it was wetter than normal in each of the four nations. It's the first time in the last three seasons that we've actually seen above normal rainfall. Wettest of all, though, Northern Ireland compared to average, the third wettest autumn on record for them. But November was especially wet for parts of England. Just showing you how the rainfall compared to normal here. The darker blue colours indicate areas where we saw more than double the amount of rainfall. So parts of the Midlands and North East England, which you're surprised to learn that are still in drought. And within this area, there was some record-breaking totals. Bridlington, for instance, well over double, almost 3 times the normal November rainfall. Perhaps more significant, Cranwell, where the records go back around 100 years. Interestingly enough, these are in areas where we are still in drought status. The amber colours on this chart from the Environment Agency shows that much of the Midlands into Yorkshire, also parts of Sussex, still officially in drought at the moment. So the rainfall goes a little bit away to sorting that, but it's this lurching from one extreme to another, which is all the hallmarks of a changing climate. But I hate to tell you this, more wet and windy weather to come this weekend.
Oh, really? Just in time.
Welcome to winter.
Brilliant.
No snow yet, though.
That was all a bit panto with that thing creeping behind you, wasn't it? The big blue front.
Oh, it was a little bit, wasn't it? Yes, there it is.
While you were doing that, I think I've solved the conundrum.
Honestly, Matt, could you tell? He was waving.
I could tell by the look in his face.
Yeah, you could just waving, very excited, very pleased with himself. He's only gone and solved it. We're not saying what it is.
Matt was busy during the last couple of minutes. But yes, thank you very much indeed. See you again a bit later. And hopefully a little less wet today.
Yes, indeed.
Phew.
So they're going to have to up my game this weekend. I want to put my tree up. But today,
yes.
Weather much better than yesterday. This was the scene some saw. This was Cumbria yesterday afternoon. What a miserable day it was for many. Cloudy, wet, windy. And we've still got the impacts from that in some areas. So, yeah, this is the scene in Llanrwst, near Conwy yesterday. It's been a pretty wet start to December, hasn't it, yesterday? And that follows on a pretty wet November for some.
For the most stylish celebrities in the world at the annual Fashion Awards.
Singer-songwriter Ellie Goulding revealed that she's pregnant as she posed for photographers in an all-black look. They're very stylish. She wasn't the only one.
Yeah, pregnancy on trend, it would seem, because Sienna Miller also showcased her baby bump. That's not her, of course. That's Celia Imrie.
Who looks very regal.
Doesn't she look great?
Cloak.
Yeah.
The most fabulous faithful there. Yes. Very celebrity traitors, that look.
And gone red cloak rather than teal.
She looks, they all looked amazing. I'm glad Celia had a coat on. Not many other people wore a coat, I noticed. December, quite cold.
Matt's just got back from the Fashion Awards. Late night, wasn't it, mate?
Oh, I was, yeah. They realised that my bump wasn't a pregnancy.
Matthew.
They need a rain jacket yesterday, didn't they, for the Fashion Awards, really? Yeah, let's get on. Good morning.
Stop.
Yes, they needed a rain jacket yesterday, but this morning I think we all need a bit of a lift after yesterday's grey, wet weather. Lots of sunshine around across the country to start your Tuesday morning. Still got some impacts from yesterday's rainfall, though. That rain, of course, continued into the start of December, but today, a good deal drier and brighter for most, although we still have some big shower clouds. You can see this one just off the coast in Newquay in Cornwall just a short while ago. They're going to continue to rattle in across some southern and western areas through the day.
And, wow, that's a stunning bit. Is that this morning?
It is this morning. I think we needed this, didn't we? A bit of a lift after yesterday's conditions.
Yes.
But yes, very good morning. A lot more sunshine around today compared with yesterday. Look at this for a beautiful start in Staffordshire. A bit on the fresh side this morning. morning, though. A little bit chillier than it was yesterday. But whilst we have got more in the way of dry and brighter weather around, there are going to be a few showers.
Hi, Nina. Well, after the heavy rain that we've seen recently, there are still 12 flood warnings across northern and western parts of England and Wales too. Now, here are some of the rainfall totals that we've seen over the past couple of days. More than 100 millimetres in places like Honister, and that is about a third of the rainfall we'd expect for the whole of the month of December, and we are only 2 days in.
Well, certainly a bit better than yesterday. The first day of meteorological winter yesterday, and it was a very wet one. The weather wasn't really playing ball with the season today. It was a much cooler start to the day, and we had lots of sunshine. Very little cloud to start with, but through the afternoon we're starting to see a little bit more, and we could, within these clouds, just start to see 1 or 2 showers moving up from the south. How's it looking?
Hi, Nina. Yes, well, after the heavy rain that many of us saw yesterday, today it's certainly a better day. We've got more of this blue sky and sunshine. This is a beautiful picture in Essex at the moment.
Hello again, and a very good evening to you. Hope you had a lovely day. This is a good idea, isn't it? If it's cold, head to a hot house. Actually, there's plenty of dry weather over the next few days and some sunny spells as well, but it's not entirely dry. There are still some showers around, and so if you get one, then it won't feel dry at all, will it? But they are a little bit hit and miss. But there is further rain overnight as we go into Thursday. So Thursday could well start off a bit damp, hopefully an improving picture after that. Friday's not looking too bad, but a chilly start and maybe a bit foggy as well. And as I said, a changeable weekend. We will keep you posted. Have a super evening. Cheerio.
Good evening to you. Apart from a few heavy downpours around today, the vast majority of us have seen some welcome respite to all the rain, some good spells of sunshine.
Speaking of snow... Kate.
Not yet.
No. I was going to put you on the spot and say, what are the odds of a white Christmas in London?
That's a whole long story that we haven't got time to go into.
Fine.
But for this week, I can guarantee we're probably not going to have any snow. It's not quite cold enough just yet, even though it is the second day of meteorological winter. Now, today, it's certainly less wet than it was yesterday. It was a very wet start to winter. Today, we have had a few showers, but on the whole, we've had a lot of this. The welcome return of some sunshine, lots of blue sky out there first thing this morning, fairly chilly start. But the showers started to move in this afternoon. Now, there haven't been a huge amount around, but we did see some lovely rainbows. Now, we've still got the chance of some showers as we head into the evening.
And join me for the forecast live from Tully's Farm, where they're putting their own spin on the butterfly effect this festive season.
Alex is at a very festive-looking farm in Crawley in West Sussex tonight. And it may be looking festive, Alex, but there's some pretty changeable weather coming, isn't there?
Oh, good evening, Mary. I tell you what, you've got the right idea in the warmth of the studio. I'm out here, but if you didn't know it already, I am not a fair weatherman. We come out in all weathers, and we've come to Tully's Farm this evening to get in the Christmas spirit. However, it is a bit drab at the moment, but just as well, actually, it's closed today. They've opened up especially for us so that we could show you the beautiful lights. I can't even show you the beautiful lights because some gremlins have got in the system. I suspect it's the weather. We did actually walk the trail earlier today, but I do have these lovely hearts behind me, and apparently this is a favourite spot here on the trail because there are a few proposals that happen each year. So who knows who might get popped the question this year? If you do, well, why don't you let us know? But it is looking pretty beautiful and spectacular here this evening, despite the weather. The one question I get asked, and it's not a proposal, is will it be a white Christmas? Have to say it is just too far off to answer that question. But I do have some stats for you from autumn, yes, because we are now pushing into winter. And as you may have guessed it, it was, for the UK, 20% wetter than average. In fact, Northern Ireland had its third wettest autumn on record. Well, let's get a check on the forecast and see if it's going to be festive. Absolutely not. Wrong the sequence. And as you can see, we are going to be dominated by low pressure as we head through the next few days. So guess what? There is more rain to come. Let's take a look at those details right now. Well, as we head through the next few days, it is going to be staying unsettled. Further outbreaks of rain, heavy at times, no surprise there. And it will be windy as well. So do hold on to your brollies.